One. This is Independent Showcase Scotland. This is one of the only times where I'm the odd one out in these shows for obvious reasons. My dulcet tones from London/Essex meets dulcet tones from Scotland. And bearing in mind, we say the word Scotland, people will know my wonderful co-host, who's about to leave me very, very soon flying thousands of miles away. Miss Fiona Loughlin, evening.
Evening, darling. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm still jealous.
You can
You're
come
getting
with
to
me if you
meet the
want.
Page sisters.
I'm
Not fair.
looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun
Yes,
time.
it will be. And honestly, have a great time. But look, it's not about us, it's about our guest. And Fee, look, I always say this is, Independent Scotland, this is your series. So you announce our guest.
All right. This evening, we have the absolute pleasure of welcoming to the podcast the very wonderful Mr. Austin Brooks. Good
Hi,
evening. Hello. It's
good
nice to see
evening.
you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you two?
Good, thank you. Good.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll go easy on you, I promise.
That's fine. I'm off sweating.
Yet.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No, I'm fine, thank you as well. Look, the sun's been out, and as you know, living in England,
Lucky you,
yeah. Well, when the sun is out, you got to make the most of it.
of
Uh,
course.
so it is out. It was a nice day today, finally. But look, Austin, thanks for joining us, as Fiona said.
Oh, please.
I get a lot of good stuff. I hear always a lot of good things about Fiona from the Scottish, not just about Fiona, of course, but from Fiona about the Scottish wrestling scene. She goes around, the arenas are always packed. There's
Mhm.
always some great action there, some really good wrestling. How has it been for you so far?
So it's been good. Like I was there from like 14 years old, and it was like the height of Scottish wrestling. ISW is like the best thing and one of the best things in the UK coming up in the world. And then COVID locked it down, and then it was like a
Mm.
slow, gradual build back up again, which I feel like Scottish wrestling, it was at kind of a middle point there.
Yeah.
But you can see now, like everywhere, every promotion, they're putting in banger shows and they're doing amazing. So it's definitely back on the rise again.
Yeah, definitely. So COVID really knocked a lot of wrestling for six, didn't it? I mean, roughly sort of how long did you think? I mean, I know it's probably still climbing now, but
Mhm.
how long did you think it took from that first show back to sort of get to where it is now?
Well, I thought it was going to be like instant, like everybody was excited for it to come back, and then we came back and went, "Where the fuck is everybody?" So I think it was a culture shock for not culture shock, just a shock to the system. Sorry, for a lot of people when
Yeah.
it came back to shows. They're like, "Oh wait, there, the same people aren't here, the same crowd, the same wrestlers aren't here. They're all in America
Yeah.
doing amazing." So it was just a full rebuild of not even just Scottish wrestling, like British wrestling in general.
Did
Yeah.
it feel like, sorry, Fee, before I we'll let you to ask a question in a minute. Did it feel like you had to kind of build back relationships with fans, like newer fans, like kind of get them in a position where they want to come back and come watch your shows again?
For me, no, because a lot of people didn't really know me.
Hmm.
I've as much I've been about and I've been on shows, people did know of me, not that many people. I was lucky enough to have just a full restart and just reintroduce myself as an older, because I was like 3 years older when I came out of lockdown. An older, much better person as well. So it was much. I felt like I had quite an easy go of it, other than people who were established beforehand who had to kind of get back into the flow of things with people and
Yeah.
crowds members again.
Yeah, because you kind of came back with like a whole new character, really, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. I came back. It's weird. I came out and I came back with a new character. If you're gay, you have to be a gay wrestler. Um, but it was. I didn't even come back with this character. It was when I went to GPWA after Source shut down that
Hmm.
they actually really helped me with my character and boost who I am in the ring. If you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they helped guide me that way into where I am just now.
Yeah. So you've been around for a good few years now.
Mhm.
You actually started out as a dancer, though, I believe.
Yes.
Has that been something that's been really beneficial in terms
Oh,
of your wrestling ability and being able to move around the ring and maybe
mhm.
work on particular moves? Have you found that they've kind of almost like interlinked a little
Yeah. Yeah, like when I remember I started at 14, I just came, I think I was like at dance on a Sunday for the last time. no, dance on Saturday, and I was in training on Sunday for wrestling. So it was quite an easy transition, like remembering routines, coming up with stuff, and kind of when stuff fails, you have to kind of just keep going. The show goes on,
Yeah.
and then with the movement, like as much as I've been skinny, I've been chunky. It doesn't matter what size I've been. Like I can still move quite effortlessly sometimes. So I think that really helped me with like my movement and especially my, like my body and core strength as well.
Yeah, and just what you were saying about the memory as well, because I danced for years as a
Hmm.
kid, and you would put on shows and you'd have 5 or 6 routines, and you'd have
Hmm.
to remember them all from start to start. And I suppose with the wrestling, you're
Hmm.
you're telling a story with every match, so that must have been really beneficial in terms of remembering your spots and what
Hmm.
was due to happen and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool, actually. That yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not getting ideas about wrestling. I'm too old for that shit, but
No, you're never
that
too
might
old.
maybe be quite good for
We,
that.
we
Yeah.
need more people in wrestling, so when you come, please.
I'm too
You'd be
old for
great.
that. Far too
I,
old for that.
what have I always said about it? I've always said about getting Rio to spine bust you, haven't I?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what? After the Chaos and Clydebank, yes,
Yeah, to be fair, like I think I owe her one after that.
What
of
did she
course.
Yeah.
do?
What's
Just
that?
What did she do?
She manhandled me that night at that show and launched me out my chair into the barriers because
Oh,
she
mhm.
wow.
wanted my steel chair to hit Angel Hayes with.
But so
Oh.
Fiona came back with quite a meaty slap.
I don't know, I was a bit disappointed with that one, to be fair. I should have hit
Yeah,
her harder. Everyone said I should have hit her
a
harder, but
slap should always be harder, no matter how good it is.
I know, I know. I'm just not used to it. That's it. I just need to find a face to practice on.
It's all right.
Me.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. You're all right. I like you.
More like
So you
me.
might turn me.
I, I I
Oh,
need to see
brilliant.
footage. I need to see footage of that slap because you get to see people have seen footage of me chop Mark True.
Yeah, they
You know?
have. They
It was an
have.
impressive chop. It was an impressive. It
An
got the
impressive
noise.
chop.
It was. Yeah, I can't do a lot, but I can do a chop. That's for sure.
That's all
Especially
you
when
need.
yeah, especially when you fucking hate someone as much as I. He was my former champion, so I obviously have to treat him very, very well. The fucking arsehole. Anyway, enough about him. Let's talk more about you. When you were growing up, obviously you mentioned about dancing and stuff, but obviously wrestling played a big part. And is it too obvious for me to ask the questions about what Scottish wrestlers that you sort of were drawn to when you were watching wrestling?
Uh, you know, it's probably not too obvious, no.
No.
For me, with Scottish wrestling, my dad just said, "There's a show in Govan," and I went, "Oh, where?" And I went, "Pierce Institute," and I went, "WWE," and he went, "No," and I'm like, "All right, okay." So we went along, and I remember the first match I seen. It was Nikki Cross versus who's now Isla Dawn. Nikki Cross versus Isla Dawn. And as much as I'm gay now, I was in love with Isla Dawn. In love. And she knows this. Everybody knew because I came back to the next show with like a sparkly t-shirt
Oh,
and all that
brilliant.
stuff. So I was drawn to Isla Dawn and then Piper Niven.
Yeah.
Again, just a very different woman you'd seen wrestling at the time.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think just because of how different she was, yet also so she's beautiful and powerful. I always remember my dad was trying to get a phone number. Um, but but like they two definitely were the first two people I seen wrestle in Scotland, and it just
Mm.
kind of grew from there. Seeing like Pole Promotions, the Coffees, all the big names at the time, and I was like, oh my god, like they actually do this here.
Yeah.
So
I,
it's pretty
Because
good.
I
that would have been an SWA show, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, SWA.
I do understand your point with Isla Dawn. That is, yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman.
definitely. I do agree. I do agree with that one. But look, Scott, now obviously a lot of these, you mentioned Nikki Cross, you mentioned Isla Dawn, Piper Niven, the coffees are all, making big names for themselves. The
Mhm.
Coffees recently signed with MLW. They've been in
Mhm.
WWE. Obviously, Drew in WWE as well, and Isla now, Grace in AEW. Does it give people in Scotland that are training, and even yourself,
Mhm.
like, hope that, hey, look, they are talking, because
Mhm.
they are signing people from Scotland. It's not
Yeah,
like even from England now as well. You've seen so much more talent. Leon Slater being one that's
mhm.
over in TNA, and he'll be in WWE at the end of his
Of
contract. We all
course.
know that. But
If he's
does it,
not, then we should
yeah,
riot.
well, exactly. I mean, if he's not, I'm sure Tony Khan will whack out a few pounds
Oh
for him
yeah,
anyway. But does it give you guys hope that, hey, look, they are actually signing more of us now from
Mhm.
the international markets?
Yeah. Again, personally for me, it does, because that's like one of my main goals. But I understand how hard it is to get
Hmm.
there. But it's like one of my main goals. But I've been quite lucky that I've had, like, when the Coffees came back, I've trained with Mark, I've trained
Hmm.
with Kenny Williams, who's obviously been part of NXT UK.
Hmm.
Um, Nikki's been to the GPW a few times. Isla's been there a few times as well. Like, all these people who have been and done all these amazing things are coming back and shedding their experience and helping us out as well. So I feel like having them here is also giving us a little boost. Not only are they away doing those things, they're also coming back and still putting into the scene over here, which is really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. For such a small country, we've actually got quite an
Mhm.
incredible amount of people that have made it over in the
Yeah,
States
yeah,
when you
hundred
really
percent,
look at it.
100%.
It's exciting also, but there's also a bit now that there is variety out there. There's not just one company. I mean, Fee, I was obviously taking a look at some of Austin's pictures he sent me for the thumbnail, and I instantly saw him in our beloved NWA. I could see how he would fit in with that, the talent that they've got there. I don't know. Do you agree? Is that something that you could see?
I could see that. I'd totally be down for that. We all know how I love my NWA, and I'd love to see some of my guys and girls from over here make it out there. They've got such a they've got such a wide roster in terms of characters and
Mhm.
ages and abilities. I absolutely think something like that would be great for you.
I would
Even as
love
a
to.
stepping stone onto something bigger down the line. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Just
honestly, like with me, as much as I've got my goals and stuff, I just want to work everywhere. And NWA is definitely like a big place to reach, especially being from the UK as well.
yeah.
So I would love to have any opportunity to go out with Scotland, out with the UK to wrestle anywhere. Um, and if I had to do anything to get there, at once I was going to be a unicorn just to get on the SWA shows. So I'd do absolutely anything. So.
You see, there is a lack of Scottish people in the NWA fee. That's the
Mhm.
one
There
thing,
is.
right?
There
We
is.
we do have our good friend Tom, but he's obviously from
Mhm.
Lincolnshire, as they say, over
Yes.
in the NWA. But what I was going to get at, Austin, is like the fact that now is there is more brands over in America. It's not just a WWE. Like I mentioned, there's AEW, there's MLW, there's TNA, there's NWA. That also opens up doors because some companies you just might not fit the
Mhm.
character or whatever your wrestling style, you just may not fit. But because there's so many now opportunities with these companies who are hiring, it does give more of a chance for even people that are more character-based wrestlers than say wrestlers, to
Mhm.
find a home.
Yeah, 100%. I think now, like as I said, with things getting to a better place, it's not just in the UK; it is all over the world.
Mm,
Um, I think for me as a wrestler, being able to see all these people getting opportunities and then seeing all these different things that everywhere's trying now, is
yeah.
quite like heartwarming, I guess, to just know that wrestling is in such a good place right now, and that anyone, for example, like I could go over to America and I could be loved. I could be hated, but I could be loved. That people like again like Shay as well. Shay's been to America and wrestled for GCW and was loved over there.
Yeah.
So it's like to see all different types of people from all walks of life, backgrounds, can just thrive is such a good thing.
Yeah, it really, really is. Right. We get to the part where I like to split things up and I like to ask a few random questions. You do
Mhm.
have Fiona's at the end, mind you. So I'm trying to prepare you as best
No,
as I can. Well, I say as best as I can, but it's about getting your head in gear for some of these questions. So
that's fine.
everyone has their Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. I don't do Mount Rushmore of wrestlers
Mhm.
because I just don't. What I do, however, is Mount Rushmore's of wrestlers' theme music. So you have four.
Oh,
Who are they?
So this is gonna scream Diva 2010 era. Kelly
Love it.
Kelly,
Yeah.
the Bella twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just love it. Trish Stratus
Hmm.
and R-Truth.
Our truth.
R-Truth. Just have to say, like, anytime I say what's up to someone, I just almost go into what's up.
Yeah.
You'll be probably unsurprised to know that's the first time we've ever had any of those four
Really?
mentioned. Yes, yeah, we've never had any of those four. The
Good
popular ones are
choices.
like,
I approve of them.
oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
they're definitely good choices. Fee, you need to do the Bellas 12.
No, I'm not. I'm quite comfy on my sofa right now. Thanks, though.
There we go.
Yeah, there
Oh,
you go. See why it's
oh,
doing
yeah,
it.
boom. There we go. The ones that we normally get are like Burning My Light and RVD and things like
The
that. This
iconic
fire
ones.
burns.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No,
but
but
it's
it's
great.
nice to have something a
Yeah.
little different.
I was going to say it's nice to have a bit of a change from the norm, so to
Yeah.
speak. I like that. I like that.
I bet you listen to them regularly as well, don't you?
See, in my car on my way to work, as I'm pulling up and they've got when the girls in the club say ooh playing, I'm like, this is my life. As I'm pulling up to McDonald's, you can lick, but you can't touch. Fries, please. You know what
Mac
Brilliant.
and fries, please.
I
Uh, they're brilliant. Speaking on the subject of, well, I was going to say on the subject of food, but kind of on the subject of food.
mean?
This is called Table for Free. So you may have seen it on the WWE Network when it was out. But I'm going to give you an opportunity to have dinner with free wrestlers, past, present, living, dead, and from anywhere. Who is your table for free?
Kelly, for sure. So it just she was the reason I got into wrestling. So Kelly, trying who else? Kelly. Do you know what? I think John Cena would be fun just
Yeah,
because he's quite an awkward person, but he's also got great stories. I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think he'd be fun. So Kelly, John Cena, and just to be a wee bit spicy, Nikki Bella, just because of the history
Oof.
there.
Oh, I see what you
Wow.
did there. God, that could be awkward as fuck, though, couldn't
I
it?
know
Like,
because I'm pretty sure Kelly was with Nikki, it was with John years ago, and all. So saying it as
Oh,
if I know them as my best pals.
cool. You could
they
cut
might be
that with
soon
a
once they see this.
Hopefully,
oh, you could cut that with a knife, couldn't you?
you could.
Jeez. Whew, that's
I've,
an
I've had a,
interesting.
I've had a chant like that at ICW. It's you could cut the sexual tension with a knife. That's what it'd be.
Who were you in the ring against when that was going
I think
on?
it was Jack Ripley.
Brilliant.
I'm, it was there Jack. No, it was me and Shay versus Arcade Violence. That's what it
Oh,
was. I'm sure it was one of the two.
that'll be that's one to watch if you can get hold of it, Adam.
Okay, I'll have a look. I'll see if I can find it.
What
Uh,
did you and Shay have a tag team name that time, or was it just Shay Money and Austin
Just
Brooks?
seeming in Auschwitz, we're playing about with different things. Shay came up with this full like elaborate entrance. I'm not that fun. Shay is fun as anything. And he's like, oh, let's do all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was more worried about remembering the entrance. I
Sod
was
the
like, oh.
match. Just got to remember the entrance.
We done like I'm sure one of us done the Bella Twin backflip into the ring, and I was blowing at my ass. I was like, I fucking need a break.
Match the bell's not even rung yet,
And Shay's not even broke a sweat, and he's looking all fabulous. I'm like, what? I'm bust.
and you're standing across from Jake and Brody, going, "They're going to kill us."
Aye.
That is
Amazing.
awesome. Awesome. If you could have a band play you out as for a show, what band would it be?
It would be between Paramore and New Year's Day.
Hmm.
I love Paramore. I've seen them live. They're fabulous.
Oh, I'm jealous. If I could have one singer, it'd be Cupcake, and if you don't know who that is, look it up, but don't blame me. Because their songs are quite,
Shay introduced me to Cupcake.
yeah,
That's all
yeah,
I'm going to say on that
yeah,
one.
yeah. But Paramore, because I grew up listening to them, or New Year's Day, because Ash Costello's in it, and I love Ash Costello. She was who sang Rhea Ripley's first entrance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Nice, nice, nice. Right. Okay. We start the build up to the end now. So as we do this, Austin, when we look at the rest of this year,
hmm
and listen, people set goals. Some people have the big goals. Some people set themselves no goals. Some people have the little goals.
hmm
What's kind of your goals for the remainder of 2026?
So my immediate goal is to get the Zero G
Mhm.
Championship from Wolfgang. excited to face him because again, that's another one who's been away and done
Yeah.
so many amazing things. But I've never had a title in my life. This is my first ever singles title shot, and I've been wrestling for
Wow.
10 years. So I must have been shite before. Now I've got all right, you know. Um, but I'm facing him for that, and hopefully, if I don't get it one day down the line, but my long term goals is to make it a full time thing, and it doesn't need to be WWE, it doesn't need to be AEW. I just would like to make a full time living off wrestling because this is what I love doing.
Yeah.
That would be
Obviously,
very.
obviously, you're based in Scotland. Have you got plans to head south over the next few months?
I've
Or
been thinking about times to go down south just to train at different
Mhm.
places as well. Like I've always found training with different people and getting different views and opinions on things has always helped. And again, that's something that's made me a bit better this year because we've had so many people come back and teach us different things.
Yeah,
So I'm going to go down south just to train down places. Going to try Pursuit Pro, going to try claw stuff like that, all different schools and just go down and have fun as well.
good.
Yeah, that would
So.
be very interesting. I mean, listen, we got you talking about championships. We've got a championship on the Brit Rest scene, so if you can ever make it down to Boreham Wood, for Ignite Wrestling, I've got a champion that never smiles, so that would be an
Oh,
interesting.
and I'm a gay boy that never no smiles.
I just can't think of anything better than to see Chris Aries, his face. If that would be a picture, that certainly would be. I'd love that.
I'd
I'd love
travel
that.
down for that.
You know
Yeah,
what? I would make him so uncomfortable in a non-cancellation way.
We could road trip,
Oh my God, yes.
good.
and we could just have like Kelly on loop
Kelly,
for
on
like
look.
6.5 hours or however long it's
Oh,
going to take to get there.
I've got a white screen on my YouTube just now, and do you know it's really, I really could just play Kelly's theme music just now.
There you go. That would be an incredible thing if we could get you over. That would be great. I'd love it. I don't know how Chris Aries would be able to cope, but I think it would be great to
I'll
Oh,
see.
I'll
it's so
I'll
fun.
I'll speak to him when we go off air, right? And we'll
No
see.
worries.
We'll
Fiona's my
get it.
manager now.
Yeah, Fiona's the manager now. Yeah, that's it. You're done. But look, as we start to wrap up, and before Fiona gives you the question of all questions, and what have you got coming up that you can announce? Where can people find you on socials, and how can people book the Austin Brooks show for their show?
So for right now, I've got ISW live in the garage. We've got me versus Will King for ISW0G title. If you really want to see the best wrestler in the world versus Austin Brooks, then that's fine. You come and watch that. You can find me on Instagram and I forget my social all the time. Austin Brooks Wrestler, how could I forget that? For Instagram, pretty sure it's Austin Brooks 01 for Twitter or X, and Austin Brooks Wrestler on TikTok as well, where I'm going to post more stupid videos about wrestling.
Yeah,
You have a
that's where we are.
TikTok? I did not know you had a TikTok.
I was a TikToker in like 2020. I used to just make like stupid videos, but I've deleted them all now because I've got the fear.
I don't think I knew what TikTok was in 2020.
Well, thank God, because you'd have seen my videos and they were shocking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interest. We're doing more, but we post more like classic things on TikTok, like
Mhm,
old matches or promos and stuff like that from wrestling gone by. So
mhm.
anyway, before Fee gives the question, I'll do some plugging quickly. Follow us HTT Buckle everywhere. I'm not going to announce too much. Obviously, we've got Ignite May the 3rd, which will be the end game, and actually at the time of recording, just announced after the chaos that ensued on the last show between Taylor James and GM CJ Carter. They're now going face to face. Fuck me. This is going to be a punishment. I don't know. We're going to have to probably get extra security in. I got involved last time. I don't know if this, I don't know what's going to happen. But on top of that, we do have two title matches. The Turnbuckle Championship will be defended. Chris Aries, Mr. Happy, the Comet, I call him because he smiles every 2,000 years. He will be defending he may be making his first defense. He is the first ever Ignite Grand Slam champion, but he'll be making his first defense against Denzel Mack. We have Tommy Tanner versus Joe Lando for the Ignite Championship. Tommy Tanner making his first defense of that championship, and a triple threat match between Corey McRae, Jaden Williams, and Danny Black, which could be interesting because if Danny Black was to win that match and Joe Lando was to win the championship, they could end up facing each other. Considering CPF, Close Personal Friends, are a tag team, that could be a match down the line that we may see. There is, at the time of recording, 14 tickets remaining. So get yourself to 96 Eventbrite and get those last remaining tickets. Fiona, first, before we hand the question over to you, apart from your trip, what else have you got coming up?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking to me there.
No.
Right. So what we
Fiona.
got this weekend at time of recording obviously is WrestleMania weekend. By the time this goes out, it will be long over. But I am hosting the WrestleMania watch party quiz at Box on Sunday night, so that's going to be fun. Next weekend, which is the 24th and 25th of April. PBW's 20th anniversary weekender. So we're in Greenock on Friday and Airdrie on Saturday for a double header. So that's going to be lots and lots and lots of fun. And then that is it for me, I think, before I disappear on my holiday.
Just to be clear, she's not really disappearing. She's coming back. Well,
I don't know about that.
I don't know, actually.
Depends if I find my cowboy. I may just stay out there.
Depending if Fiona finds the cowboy. But we're going to end the show with the Fiona Locker Room random question of it. So, Fee, you've had some time to think. You've had things written down. Where are you going with this last question for Austin Brookes?
Okay. I'm going to ask you this one, and I think I might have the answer considering we've had a conversation tonight, and I think maybe I know where this might go. But if I was to tell you that in 60 seconds time you had to give me a 5-minute TED talk on something that's on something that's not wrestling, what are you panic choosing to talk about for 5 minutes?
Funerals.
Okay.
It's just what is it to say, your shoot job? So yeah, I can tell you the price of the coffin. I can tell you many things about that. If it's not going to be funerals, it's going to be probably dolphins. I like dolphins.
Do you know enough about? I'm intrigued by the funeral thing. That's actually quite fascinating. But do you know enough about dolphins to talk about them for 5 minutes?
I'm sure I could speak slowly enough and go off on little tangents to then come back to it to keep you entertained for 5 minutes.
Okay.
I can speak about dolphins. I was going to say Free Willy, but that's a whale, so maybe not.
I haven't seen that film in ages.
Me
I thought
And
it was
then,
a
do you know
completely
what?
different film, to be fair. I was quite
I'm going to
disappointed.
ask you a second one because I really want to know.
Right.
Which Disney princess is the most annoying one that you want to punch in the face?
Princess Fiona.
Oh.
You behave, Adam. I heard that.
I heard that as well. I wasn't going to acknowledge it in case we all got battered. Let's see. Most annoying Disney princess. Do you know what? Ariel.
Oh.
Because why would you waste your voice on a man? You know what I mean? To grow legs to go up there to get a man that's going to leave you in 5 years with a win? No.
There we go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Keep your voice, keep your tail, and find a nice female man to keep you company. You know what I mean?
Job done.
Job done indeed. Austin, I don't think I've ever laughed so much through a podcast since we started this 3 years ago. So that was a real fun.
Are you flirting with me?
Look, you've gone all quiet. Oh, high five to you for that one.
Thank you. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
It's been a real fun show. Fiona, yeah, you are the most annoying Disney princess. In a way, yeah. And
the Disney give a fuck princess. That's what
exactly.
That's exactly that. But in all seriousness, have a fab trip. And obviously, I will look forward to the pictures of with you and the Page sisters and Silas and anybody else. Don't forget my T-shirt and don't forget my 8x10 sign. Anyway, because I'm owed that as part of the sponsorship, so make sure you bring that.
I know.
Home to moi. But until next time, everybody, I'm going to go and lock myself away in a dark room for a little bit.
I'm going to go down to the gym and try to work this belly off.
But for Austin Brookes, for Fiona Lochran, and from me, Adam Cousins, you've been watching the Hitting the Turnbuckle podcast. Until next time, everybody, buckle down, stay safe, and good night.